This hearing is called to order. This is the public hearing of the City Council Committee on Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs. And the purpose of this public hearing is to hear testimony on bills number 170-856, 170-904, and 170-989. I want to recognize the presence of a quorum of committee members, and the members in attendance are Councilman Curtis Jones, Jr., Councilman Kenyatta Johnson, and Councilman Al Toggenberger. And I just wanted to start by asking if they had any opening remarks. And if not, we'll have the clerk read the title of the first bill.
Bill number 170856, an ordinance authorizing the Commissioner of the Department of Public Property to acquire a trestle over Germantown Avenue just below Christian Valley Drive and to enter into an agreement to license from Pico Energy Company a certain strip of land running parallel to a portion of Christian Creek, all under certain terms and conditions.
Okay, can we have the clerk now call the first witness in panel to testify?
Tiffany Thurman.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please state your name for the record and begin your testimony.
Good afternoon, Councilwoman Bass and members of the Committee on Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs. My name is Tiffany Thurman, and I am here today on behalf of Philadelphia Parks and Recreation in support of Bill number 170856. This bill authorizes the Commissioner of the Department of Public Property to acquire a trestle of Germantown Avenue just below Gresham Valley Drive, to enter into an agreement to license from Pico Energy Company a certain strip of land running parallel to a portion of Gresham Creek, all under certain terms and conditions. This will allow Philadelphia Parks and Recreation to develop the Gresham Valley Trail, which will connect Stitton Avenue and the neighborhood of Mount Airy to the extensive trail system in the Wissahickon Valley Park. The trail will also allow for recreational use by pedestrians and limited non-motorized traffic, including bicycles, strollers, skateboards, skates, and rollerblades. This trail will be designed, constructed, owned, and maintained by the City of Philadelphia by and through Philadelphia Parks and Recreation. Philadelphia Parks and Recreation supports this measure, and accordingly, I respectfully ask that City Council approve Bill number 170856. Thank you, and I will be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Any questions from the panel? And we've been joined by Councilwoman Maria Quinones Sanchez. And I do want to take this moment and opportunity to thank everyone who worked so hard on this particular project, which is in the 8th District. We're very, very excited about the possibilities and what can come from this transfer and what will happen in the Northwest. So thank you so much for all of your work and for everyone who worked on this particular matter. Councilman Toggenberger?
Madam Chair, thank you very much. Tiffany, I do have a question. First of all, let me be very clear. I'm very supportive of this. So the question I may ask may seem like I'm debating it in my mind. I am not. I'm very much in favor of this. I think trails are very, very important. But let me ask you this, if you know, and if you don't, maybe you can get me the information. What would be the estimate that you would think that people that would use this trail? Do you have any kind of numbers that you might estimate?
So that's a great question, and I have here with me our planning manager for Philadelphia Parks and Recreation, Robert Armstrong, and he can answer that question.
Maybe timing is everything.
Sure.
Thank you, Councilman. My name is Robert Armstrong, as Tiffany said, with Philadelphia Parks and Recreation. We estimate that this will receive thousands of people using it per year. We have upwards numbers on the Schuylkill River Trail of over 1 million, and with our ancillary trails in the Wissahickon Valley Park and in Gresham Valley, we really think this is going to be a wonderful connection, and it will be a way for residents of Stenton Avenue on down in this area to Germantown Avenue to access the Wissahickon Valley Park. So not only will people be able to use the trail just for walking the dog, things like that, riding their bike on the trail itself, but also to connect to other trails that are heavily used, and vice versa. If you're in the Wissahickon, you come up to this, and you can get up to Stenton Avenue, because we're going to build a way to get up to Stenton Avenue.
So this will be open to pedestrian and to bicyclists at the very same time?
Correct.
Okay.
It's our standard trail width.
I think it's a great thing. I think people should walk and bicycle much more. And the last question I have, the approximate length of this trail?
It's a little over a mile.
Okay, it's fine. Thank you very much, Madam Chair, thank you.
You're very welcome, thank you. Any other questions? Okay, well, thank you very much. And can we have the clerk now read the title, or actually, is there anyone else here to testify on this bill? Yes, please come forward. Please come forward if you're here to testify on bill number 170856. And if we could have you state your name for the record and begin your testimony.
Yes, my name is Susan Dannenberg, and I'm the chair of the board of the Friends of the Gresham Trail. I want to thank this committee and Councilwoman Bass for the opportunity to speak here today and also for the consideration of the ordinance. The Friends of the Gresham Trail was an informal group until 6 years ago when we decided to incorporate and apply for nonprofit status in order to better advocate for the building of the trail. In the intervening time, we have advocated for the right-of-way, and our volunteers have built 2 miles of natural surface trail within the Fairmount Park section of this trail. It's part of a larger context. The Circuit Trails covers the 9-county area, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and this is a key link. It's one of the few trails that crosses from Philadelphia into Montgomery County, and Montgomery County is also eager to add their portion. And that really allows us to leverage this investment. We're not just building a 1-mile trail, we're actually building a link between Philadelphia and Montgomery. Montgomery will then go on to build another 6 miles of trail that will hook back into the network. So we appreciate you considering this, and I want to personally thank the Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs Committee for considering the ordinance and urge you to pass the ordinance with all due haste.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for your testimony. Sir, if you could state your name for the record and begin your testimony.
My name is Timothy Carey, and I'm a member of the Bicycle Club of Philadelphia. I reside in Center City. Even to go up to Crescent Valley would be wonderful to go over this bridge. And as you know, how much beautiful the city is having the boardwalk, having a Manioc Trail bridge, and now you just got the swing bridge. The Crescent Valley, it's a trestle, huge, overlooked, be spectacular. It will be on the front page of the New York Times when you open that. And what better? And I, as a cyclist, will make the effort to go all the way up there. And our club has many members in Philadelphia and vicinity, and we'll use it for recreation, and probably also some people will use it for commuting, for transportation. So I'm in favor. I would encourage the committee to vote positive on this issue. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your testimony. Councilman?
I just want to make sure that my ears heard that correctly. Mr. Curry, you said that would make the front page of the New York Times.
Yes.
Not the Northeast Times or
Yes.
any other Times. New York Times.
Yes.
Really?
Did you see the New York Times when the Manioc Trail Bridge opened? Did you see the New York Times when they took the picture of the boardwalk? Do you remember, just a little history.
And all these things made the New York Times?
Yes, they did.
All right, now I want to ask you this, and it has nothing to do, but really quick. Did you see the New York Times when they called us, Philadelphia, the 6th borough of New York? That's true, they did. They did.
Sir,
But,
I have my little condo in Philadelphia.
okay,
I think I'm a little happy about that.
okay.
But I am very active, and to make it a vibrant city for everybody.
Okay. I share your passion, and I appreciate your passion as well. Thank you. Madam Chair, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for all of your testimony. Is there anyone else here to testify on bill number 170856? No? Okay, well, thank you very much for being here today. If we could have the clerk now read the title of the next bill.
Bill number 170904, an ordinance authorizing the Commissioner of Parks and Recreation on behalf of the City of Philadelphia to enter into an agreement with the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Transportation for maintenance of a shared-use trail located at the Girard Avenue Interchange and Interstate Route 95 under certain terms and conditions.
Thank you, and if we can have you call the first witness or panel to testify.
Tiffany Thurman.
Good afternoon, Councilwoman Bass and members of the Committee on Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs. My name is Tiffany Thurman, and I am here on behalf of the Philadelphia Parks and Recreation. I'm here today to testify in support of Bill number 170904, an ordinance authorizing the Commissioner of Parks and Recreation on behalf of the City of Philadelphia to enter into an agreement with the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Transportation for maintenance of a shared-use trail located at the Girard Avenue Interchange and Interstate Route 95 under certain terms and conditions. The trail would link the East Coast Greenway and the Port Richmond Trail, connect the local community from Richmond Street and Allegheny Avenue to the Delaware River, and allow for recreational use by pedestrians and limited non-motorized traffic, including bicycles, strollers, skateboards, rollerblades. The trail will be constructed by PennDOT and owned by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. The city, buy-in through Philadelphia Parks and Recreation, will provide maintenance for the trail for at least 4 years. Philadelphia Parks and Recreation support this measure, and accordingly, I respectfully ask that City Council approve Bill number 170904. Thank you, and I will be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions from the panel? No? Okay. Is there anyone else here to testify on Bill number 170904? Okay, seeing none, if we could have the clerk read the title of the next bill.
Bill number 170989, an ordinance authorizing the Commissioner of the Department of Parks and Recreation on behalf of the city to enter into one or more agreements with the Philadelphia Authority for Industrial Development to amend, restate, or otherwise replace the lease and sublease authorized by Bill number 090330 to permit the Philadelphia Holocaust Remembrance Foundation, Inc. to construct, operate, maintain, and repair a Holocaust Memorial Plaza on the premises identified under the previously authorized lease and sublease, all under certain terms and conditions.
Thank you, and if we can have the clerk now read the title, and now call any witnesses to testify.
Tiffany Thurman, Chief of Staff, Philadelphia Department of Parks and Recreation.
Thank you. Please state your name for the record.
Absolutely. Good
And begin.
afternoon, Chairwoman Bass and members of the Committee on Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs. My name is Tiffany Thurman, and I am here on behalf of the Philadelphia Parks and Recreation. I am here today to testify in support of Bill number 170989. This bill authorizes the Commissioner of Philadelphia Parks and Recreation to enter into one or more agreements with the Philadelphia Authority for Industrial Development to amend, restate, or otherwise replace the lease. Otherwise replace the lease and sublease authorized by Bill number 090330 to permit the Philadelphia Holocaust Remembrance Foundation Incorporation to construct, operate, maintain, and repair a Holocaust Memorial Plaza on the premises identified under the previously authorized lease and sublease. The Philadelphia Holocaust Remembrance Foundation is a nonprofit organization that will construct a Holocaust Remembrance Plaza on the west intersection of Benjamin Franklin Parkway, located at 16th and Arch Street. In Bill number 090330, City Council previously authorized the Commissioner of Parks and Recreation to an agreement with the Philadelphia Authority for Industrial Development, under which they entered into a sublease with the foundation. The foundation now wishes instead to construct an open public plaza, which is a substantial change from what City Council previously authorized. The plaza will contain 6 panels with text that summarize the Holocaust and construct basic elements of the Holocaust with democracy in the United States. The plaza will also have a remembrance wall to promote contemplation and reflection. Philadelphia Parks and Recreation supports this measure, and accordingly, I respectfully ask that City Council approves Bill number 170989. Thank you, and I will be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. I see no questions from the panel. Is there anyone else here to testify on Bill number 170989? And seeing none, that concludes our public hearing, and we'll now go into a public meeting on Bill numbers 170856, 170904, and 170989. And the chair recognizes Councilmember Jones for a motion on bills number 170856, 170904, and 170989.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Chair. I move that bills number 170856, Bill 170904, and Bill number 170989 be moved out of this committee with a favorable recommendation. I further move that the rules of council be suspended to allow first reading of these bills in our next session of council.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and properly seconded that bill number 170989 be, or 170989, 170904, and 170856 will be reported from this committee with a favorable recommendation with a request that the rules of council be suspended to permit first reading at the next session of council. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, the ayes have it, and the following bills, 170856, 170904, and 170989, will be reported from this committee with a favorable recommendation and a request for a suspension of the rules to permit reading at the next session of council. This concludes the public meeting on these bills, and there being no further business before the Committee on Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs, thank you all very much for your attendance.